What is going on, everybody? We're here. We're live. We're going to play this beautiful game. This is College Football 26. We're going to be doing a Troy Trojans Dynasty. I'm a Troy alumni. Sorry, Jared. We're going to be creating our own character. There's a recruiter. First name... Coach. Last name B Ways B Cruton. Nope. So the issue is the playbook. You know what? For now, we're gonna do that. We are not gonna do the 3. We are gonna do a base 3-4. Alma mater is good old Troy. Demeanor. Intent, stance, play sheet, situational strategist, system coach, clock efficient, ground control. Aggressive. What's up this offensive aggressive? What's up this defensive aggressiveness? Appearance. Head. How many heads are there? Nope. Where are you? Full beard and a hat. Yep, that's me. Physique. Nah. That's me. Also, I love how they put music back in here and got marching bands to do them. That is fantastic. I don't want a polo. I do like how they got logos on stuff now. Shoot, that's what I wear to coach in real life. Everybody, kind of, ooh. You got shorts, you got pants.
Black pants.
Done. Done. Continue. Hold on a minute. Alright, so goal to win 4 games with power spread offense and a 3-4 defense. And yeah, pre-order purchase. So before we even go anything, we're gonna upgrade it because we got 100 coach skill points just from pre-ordering this thing. Quarterback set. Alright, let's get everybody where we can scout them. And then O-line. That's what I would be doing if I was lineman. Are the bread and butter of this game? Alright, so let's set up recruiting board. I also love how in this game it shows you everything you need. So it starts when I need a quarterback. Ooh, okay, right there might go up there. I need running backs. Might as well get them on. Don't need any receivers. That's a weird. Need tight ends. Don't need tackles, need guards. Don't need centers, need edge. I love how they renamed defensive ends edge. Y'all the ones that interest me. 3DT, 3D tackles. Corner. Kicker. All right. La 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 la. Comedy Skater, welcome in. Alright, let's go back to the recruitment board. And let's... Everybody gets a scholarship. Everybody's scholarships. It'll go by a lot quicker doing this. Early on, I really don't care about finding gyms and all that kind. Alright. So let's go. Custom schedules. I'm going to change this up a little bit. We're going to put Jack in the State on schedule. We're going to put UAB on schedule. Can we put Middle Tennessee on schedule? Yeah. We're going to put Middle Tennessee on there too. So we can get the rivalries. Alright, let's go back. Save my changes. Yes, I wish to sim ahead. I got a long way to go. What's up, Killer? I appreciate it. the only part I dislike about this game. Leah, what's up? Hold on a second. I'm sitting here vibing to the music. Yeah, Leah, I made Killer a shout out too. You're ooh. All right, that's all the hours. Let's go to next week in our first game. Don't worry, all this will come up in the future. All right. Do I got any recruiting points? Yeah, I do. I got some guys that have locked me out. That's okay. I can probably move these guys to mics. If I get them. Alright. Whoa. Let's go play the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders. Yes. Give me the white script. Give me the black jersey. Yes.
Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the Wiregrass of Alabama in Troy and home to the Troy Trojans. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Trojans ready to put toe to leather and get this season started.
Let's go. Take it out, yeah.
He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders offense will have the ball first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right. Those are the games that make college football special.
Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Wants to throw. It's Battiato. Got the quick pass.
Sir.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight.
Yeet.
Average team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Troy's offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Same side counter.
Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the back. Hard running there.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Troy. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders. It comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. It's so important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. That's reeled in. It's Taylor. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Connor. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Killer!
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line in a big red zone
Yes,
opportunity here.
1-2-0. I love
The
duo.
Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Duo double teams.
Bully ball
Right there.
on 3rd and short.
Yes. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Trojans. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Come on, baby.
And here's the return.
Yes.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there.
That's
and
okay.
ready.
It's okay to beat the man.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll snap it
In
from
a little
the 10
bit.
for the first play of this drive.
Sack.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
The RPO, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position.
I'll be right back. I am streaming, but I can leave, and they can stay up there for me. What's up, Hazel? What do you need? JD.
Pick up a first down.
Come on.
They've got to come
on.
up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Battiato.
Shit.
He's got an open man. Still running at the 40.
Wait, tell me, how can...
Smashes ahead. And he's brought down after
That
a
a tackle
huge
over?
completion.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know
They
they're
have
gonna
an
throw
offensive
it.
lineman as an
You
A-track and he's
cannot
eligible. Are you
allow a
serious?
guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive
Wow.
play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
With the catch, it's Lacey. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first
All right,
down.
all right,
Good,
all right.
solid
It's
pickup
middle
on that play.
air raid anyway.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Keeps looking downfield.
Wow.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a
Okay.
fresh set of downs.
That's different.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Butler. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Here comes the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt.
Ooh,
He
almost
slides
didn't get
that
it.
just inside the right upright.
That's okay.
They were able to get a
We gotta
field
score
goal
on this
on
one.
board,
Which
and
one
now
is
they'll
grab,
kick it
boys?
away.
We gotta
Listen,
go.
y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21.
Oh, boy, that 40 is open.
Just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, give on the inside. He's got 42 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Not bad, but it can be better.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up
that
the
double
first
motion stuff's
down.
gonna be fine.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat up.
It's a seam wide open. Makes that one pay
Into the
off,
first
and they
down.
finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully
overshot,
on first
yeah,
down.
overshot.
You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Crowder. This time it's complete.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Maryland, I'm gonna give it to him again.
They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. Trying to get it to the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
I got numbers
They'll
over
try
here.
the run. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those
Block
centers,
right there.
owning the line of scrimmage, and getting
Slot,
running
not
backs
block.
on the ground.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit.
Good.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. Now up by 7 points here in the second. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Battiato. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The sure hands.
Oh my gosh.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense.
I did some testing earlier with some playbooks and stuff. The 3-5 tight that Troy originally runs with, that's horrible defense.
Wants to throw on first down. And here's a fumble.
Give it to me.
Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that
Thank you for running into me. I appreciate it.
First down, I think you just keep your points. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air, it's Crowder. Finds his target down the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
In there.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Troy!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up 14 over New Mexico. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Turning on the Jets.
You're not going to do that.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
On third and long, he has to throw for it.
Fires
to the big fella.
No, we have no linebackers just standing still, and that's roughing the passer in it.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty.
42 Spider.
The inside handoff.
Nope.
Not much running room
1
there
yard.
thanks to this senior defender.
They still have
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Looking for a man. It's Battiato. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Got his man in the middle. Good
How
job
did he
running
catch
that
that?
route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13.
Timeout.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Butler. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout.
Nope.
And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Plenty of
Missed
time
it to the
work.
left.
Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fires left. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you
Wide open spaces. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line.
Why am I overthrowing him?
Listen, just to be on the field on 3rd down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball, you got to be able to block, but if they want to hand it off to you on 3rd down too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
Bro, I do a lot of that. It's so broken.
Really good job
That play
by
is so
everybody there.
broken.
Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Dropping back, it's Crowder. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Here comes the heat. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring
I was
up
trying
4th
to single
down.
out a receiver. That's my
Great
fault.
job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Oh, come on.
That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments. Come out with some energy,
One of my
but a
tight
nice
ends
stop
targets
here.
hold.
And it'll be a
Nothing.
touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Battiato. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Doherty. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Set up for second and short after that completion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
All right, I'm going to challenge a halftime like these.
They're running out the field goal line. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside is 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Got a man, it's Schwartz. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yards.
Double motion. Counter.
They'll give it to
him
again.
That did not go away with my one.
Down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so
what is up,
physically flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
I can get somebody open.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Throws to the tight end.
Yes, sir.
He's got it. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Back to pass, it's Crowder. Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
He's starting to throw the ball a little bit.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10.
Just a little bit.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts.
Oh!
This time they stop him in the backfield. And
That
has
end.
been a rare sight
That
in this game
end
tonight.
read that pulling guard.
Got some
and
work to do
that
on
tackle
2nd down after that last one. They need
squeezed on that pulling
13.
guard.
Going to the running game. There he goes.
An offensive line coach in real life.
And they
Oh,
swarm him
not a whole
under.
lot you can do when that defensive lineman
The
squeezes
Trojans
really hard like
come
that.
to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Ooh, can
And
I
the
throw that out,
Trojans
bro?
started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position
Give it to me, tight end.
down Troy. And the stomping has commenced. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys. But you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David. So this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. You got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games. You know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Just pin the ears back.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lacey. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Snagged in the middle. It's Walker. Boom. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Hey, you can have all the yards in the world.
Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house.
Uh-oh, Diamond.
Leaves it with the back.
No, sir.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Oh my God,
And this offense
I look like
can
freaking
ill
Andy
afford
Reid
to
on the
come up
sideline back
empty
here.
on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to throw, it's Battiato. Using the quick game. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
I'm okay with the underneath.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to
You're gonna score on me. You're gonna score on me by driving it down the
just as he
damn field.
released it on 1st down and
You're
just
not gonna
couldn't
score on
get
me
it to
by
the receiver.
going
So
deep.
now it's 2nd and long. Fires to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping
get home.
3rd
Tight end
downs
is
manageable.
54.
That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
He wants to throw it again.
Nope.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
I love how the DB didn't turn around for the ball. He just played the man.
Now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
What was gonna be 6? Rah-rah.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Also, I think I found my new boy to play with.
From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, out of space. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They're going to run it. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Power ahead.
Oh!
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Couple things I loved about this defense. They didn't get deterred. They gave up some yards, got all the way down here near the goal line, but now bowing their necks up. Big stop on
makes a grab past the mark.
We were just talking about the defense.
Trojans. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw. Nice catch. Huge job. Huge execution on 4th down.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Boink.
And the extra point splits the upright. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 7 over UTSA. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit, and you saw it on that last play.
Now on second down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, it's Mattiato.
Nope.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Give it up, 4th down.
And you thought maybe in the second half,
Connie Cryptic, what's up? Thank you. Welcome in.
Find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Go, Troy, go.
Running back searching for a hole. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And let's end the 3rd quarter on that.
We've come to the end of the period. It's Troy holding the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You've got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Let's cheat.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their...
Yeah, let's cheat some clock and let's... Let's mass. Yeah, let's sub in some back.
Hold their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes a handoff and he's going right. He is going.
Also, I'm not about to have Adam Ford. He's not even real. Chills, what's up?
Nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And his first pass is incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion.
Hanging about all
now
this
forcing the 4th down.
Let's have the youngins play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
But we're still running our offense and our defense.
To throw, it's Spatiato. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Yeah, and this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Patterson. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I left like I
They're
got started
dealing
out
with
there
a
just chilling over
2nd
there with
and
towels on.
long.
That's a cool thing that's cool out of this game, dude.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw again. Got it behind the line. It's Doherty.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
I'm sorry, what?
Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How?
If I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by
I hit him.
like
He
running
was,
the option,
he was
having
going down,
success.
and then he was like, "Oh, I'm
we
not
got to
going
get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the 2nd half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Come on, man.
This offense
Yeah, I got
needs
subs
to
in there
avoid
with a
getting
four.
in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Touchdown, Blue Raiders! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Middle Tennessee, 10.
Yeah, I don't think they have any hope.
He'll bring it back
Mojo
from inside
dope.
his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Catch in the middle. It's Worley. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They went up top to pick up. That's first down. Let's see what they have here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
Minus 15 rush yards.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quarterback
That
on
was
the
not a
keeper.
good idea.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
It is the defense's job to stop you. That's a really good point.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And that is how we will wrap this one up. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field.
19-29
Guys
to a
flying around,
touchdown.
flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're
Very
very,
nice.
very positive right now moving forward.
All right, let's see who we can. right, let's get some of that recruiting done. Got full stormtrooper.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will put it away to get this one started.
All right.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Trojans offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a chance. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
I am not going to fit.
This quarterback needs to stay true to his mechanics. He just sort of heaved it up off the back foot.
And these mechanics are crazy. You see all these quarterbacks on the field with towels before games and doing that little salsa thing that you see quarterbacks with their hips, popping through. But it makes sense because you have to have that good, strong base underneath you. Otherwise, you start to sail that football and miss your target.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick. Down here on the goal-to-go situation, they break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
The give.
Give it to me. Touchdown.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
That's how you do it right there.
Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Clemson's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be...
He's loose. Lots of running room. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away.
These two guys hit each other and not put it off.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They're executing beautifully.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Cradles it at the 35. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your quarter unit. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. He's got the tight end. At the 45 on his way. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. He got it. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on in the second half.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Finds space on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Moore. Turning it on. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And wings it incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes a connection. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Baylor proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Bears team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. Finds his man. It's Higgins. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quickly complete. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter.
Okay.
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. Catch in the middle, it's Schwartz. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Going down the field is all we got to do.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Line of scrimmage is at the 28. That would make it about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They're going to go for it instead on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yep.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting a big stop.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll heave it deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're scaring at 3rd. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Klubnik. Caught near the sticks, it's Brown. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him.
Come on.
They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. The give on the inside. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Grab behind the line. It's Higgins. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no prop.
It's a seam wide open. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. The give to the back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Touchdown,
Give me that.
Troy! Fit it in the window for the score.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in their first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game.
Come on.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Gives it on the option. Turning on the Jets. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short.
That was the best one they doing. Okay.
Dropping back, it's Clemson. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The short hands, it's Thomas. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Thought I picked it up.
Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a heat. Unloads to the right. Got his man. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get 1 more snap off. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley.
And the Trojans will kick it off to start the 2nd half.
Oh crap, dynamic lighting. It's actually nighttime now. Yay.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson is much...
Wide open spaces.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time that was a great play call defensively.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Fantastic. Lead for a second, thinking my defense can hold it.
Extra point.
And the catch.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to North Texas. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Crowder. Shoots it to the left.
Held on to the ball.
And pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. You want to talk about aggressive? It's more wacky. This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, they're taking to the air.
They covered it.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Firing to the right, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. To the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Crowder. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged in the middle, it's Connor. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Connor. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. Now 3rd gun, wants to pass. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Troy! And they take it in for 6 more points. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and now they cut that lead to 12. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Randall. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. There he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Trojans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on foot. He's got it, first down and more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Oh, a lot of space. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is, with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. He's all the... the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Quick completion on the out. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
The Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their 1st pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Can't make the connection.
Dang it.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work in that season.
All right, y'all, we're going to send the next week, and then we're going to call this stream and everything and be done. Well, thank all y'all for watching YouTube. This is the 1st episode of many. Everything else, y'all be good, be easy.